evening, my name's Alex Campbell.
Jasper.
You're watching Examining Cinema. So The Rover is like an Australian post-apocalyptic neo-western Forrest Gump.
Neo-western, I like that. That's a cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool genre.
Neo-western.
Neo-western.
It is a genre too. It's like
Is
Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah. This. Other movies.
Okay.
Presumably.
Yeah.
The neo-western. Oh, what's the one with Tommy Lee Jones and made by the Coen brothers? Guy's gonna play Stilgar and the guy's gonna play old mate Benicio del Toro. You know that movie.
The movie. Yeah.
Coen brothers. No Country for Old Men.
Oh yes, no, yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
That is also a neo-western.
Yes. Well, we were talking about like throughout the film. It's like what other films this is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like the John Wick before John Wick. It's Breaking Bad. It's
Forrest Gump. Mad
it's
Max.
Valhalla Rising.
Yeah.
It's like Aussie Valhalla Rising.
Aussie Valhalla Rising. Oh my god, that's the greatest. Like, how could you ask for anything more? So yeah, this movie came out in 2014. I just found it on Stan randomly one night. It's by an Australian director. He made Animal Kingdom. Have you heard that name?
No.
It's like an Underbelly kind of thing.
Oh,
then
okay.
the style is just like heightened and extreme like this. And then he made this in 2014. I never heard about it. Then he made, The King with Timothy Chalamet, who's going to be Paul. That was like his third movie.
Oh, okay. That was a good movie.
Yeah, which feels nothing like this tonally. I need to rewatch it.
I can kind of see it, I think.
I need to rewatch it after watching this.
You're a doctor somewhere else?
Buy something. Told you what I've got. I've got tins of things and drinks and stuff. I have to deal with this shit all day.
Please.
I'm not joking. You can say please all you like, but I'm not joking. Now pick yourself something off the shelf.
It's a good film. It's actually a really good film.
Yeah, so we open up, it's a very basic plot. Guy Pearce from Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Hey, let's pack the drag away. You take the lunch and tea, I'll take the ecstasy. Fuck off, you silly queer, I'm getting out of here. A desert holiday, hip, 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 hooray.
Plays like this gruff, I can't go like Clint Eastwood, Man with No Name vibe. He has this tragic backstory.
There's definitely got a lot of Logan about it.
He's got a lot of Logan. Before Logan!
Yeah, but it's before Logan.
What the fuck?
That's not, the kid, it was the same thing with the kid, right? We were talking about his like Jesse and what was the cerebral palsy kid's name?
Yeah, Walter Jr.
Yeah, Walter Jr.
Yeah.
So the kid in this is like Walter Jr. and Jesse. Literally, even the facial features of what's his face are like those two characters combined together. Like it's uncanny.
So yeah, we need to talk about Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson, that's it. He's fucking good.
Amazing.
He's actually like he's playing a retard.
Yeah. But I mean, there are moments.
He does an amazingly good
job. And I mean this with all due respect.
You think that he's retarded?
Yeah, like it's just his face.
He does things with his eyes.
He looks mentally disabled. Physically disabled. The way he walks, his mannerisms, his cadence.
And his eyes are too far apart.
Yeah, like physically somehow he manages to look like a disabled person. It's uncanny.
Why not feel comfortable with someone and sit, not talking to them?
So yeah, he was like that Twilight guy, doing that thing, and then he did this, and he did the Lighthouse. Now he's Batman.
Is he Batman, is he?
Did you see the trailer for the new
I
Batman?
did. Is that who that is?
That's him. Okay. I mean, it's not going to be good.
No.
It's not going to be this.
Oh, well,
It's not going to be the Lighthouse.
I don't know. You reckon he can, like, bring the Lighthouse energy to Batman?
I mean, I hope so.
That would be something.
He could. He physically could. But I don't know whether the director and the writer are going to be trying to bring in elements of the Lighthouse. I don't think DC is saying anything about that. He's in the Lighthouse.
It could be interesting.
That would be amazing. We would love it.
Yes.
I don't know about anybody else.
It's like some surrealist horror fucking film.
For Batman.
Yeah,
With
but
Robert
Batman.
Pattinson.
That'd be amazing.
That would be amazing. Yeah, so we go along and there's so many moments where they just lent into the violence so much and I was so surprised that it got that dark that quick, like the dwarf scene and the scene where he takes this dwarf aside and he's just buying a gun.
Wants to buy a gun. Well, it's the good, bad and the ugly, right?
Yeah, yeah, it is. But yeah, so then he just shoots a dwarf.
Straight up, no hesitation.
It's brutal.
No.
They're 300 US.
Can you do this one for less?
I told you how much they cost.
Well, I don't have 300 US.
They're 300. You don't have 300, you can fuck off.
There's a scene where he gets arrested and he's in the police station and he does this massive confession about his wife and murdering her and all this, and the dialogue is so immensely amazing. Then the scene just cuts by Robert Pattinson coming in and just shooting everyone.
That's
You're like,
great.
holy fucking shit.
Oh. Yeah, the movie is so slow and atmospheric, and then the violence just cuts in suddenly,
and it's so like
just
realistic and quick and short and like visceral and brutal, and then it's over. And there's all these little like trippy, weird fucking moments in it as well.
The score is fucking whack.
There's this moment, like this little.
It's all so okay. This is one of the things I couldn't stop thinking whilst watching this film is this would make a fucking amazing tabletop RPG.
Really?
Like this would make a fucking amazing.
Oh, like the setting.
Yeah, because there's all this world building going on.
I love the setting. I love the setting all this, so much.
You know, it's so the setting is that society has collapsed, right? It's rural Australia.
Yes.
There's like different factions of people. There's the Chinese.
Yeah.
There's the Australian people. There's like I should say there's like Chinese gangs. Then there's like Caucasian people and black people. And then the military.
Yeah, there's this weird like militant force looming over everything, which is real like.
And then you've got like the mining trucks and stuff, and even the music that they've picked.
Industry.
But even the music that they've picked is like a Chinese. It's like Caucasian, like Western Chinese mixed pop music and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
really
the first initial song.
A lot of
when it just first and like Guy Pearce's character just walks into a bar and it's like this weird like Japanese song. Yeah, there's a lot of moments like it's multicultural. Like everything is kind of.
Well, it's like all these people have found themselves in this position.
There's been a crisis, like an economic,
and now they've had to start
thing.
to build up some semblance of a society. But there is no. It's totally lawless. There's no. No one is. Well, no one is fucking investigating even.
No, it definitely feels like the Wild West, like post-apocalyptic, like Mad Max, like shit is just off the fucking rails. So yeah, the setting is great.
Setting is amazing.
And then it has all these like brilliant little moments, like this is just leading into this moment. I just need to tell you like how this moment like transitions in. And there's this scene where Robert Pattinson's character thinks like these militant forces at the door. And he shoots through it and he kills this little girl.
Yeah.
And he opens the door and she's all dead. And then old mate comes and like saves him. And then it just goes in this weird little trippy like music sequence with like this really quick beat, like tick 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 tick, and it shows like the headlights and it goes through this whole process of all these shots of like a montage of travel. it's just so off the wall and weird and amazing, and it's shot beautifully.
Oh no, yeah, that
and
whole
it works
scene
so
looks
well.
fantastic.
And it's just like, I was just like, what the fuck is this? It's so many
Well, it's like,
things.
it's cyberpunk.
That part was.
It's cyberpunk, but like
But
it's
the neo-western.
rural Australia. Yeah.
Cyberpunk neo-western.
Yeah, it's fucking hectic.
An Aussie Valhalla Rising. That's the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. And then there's this other moment, which was the big what the fuck moment for me. The first time I watched this ride, I'd come home and I'd taken 2 edibles.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah. And I'd taken 1 before and I was like, yeah, this works. And I'll take 2. And it got pretty fucking hectic, I was sitting there and like shit was starting to move, like whoosh, and I was like, this is crazy. And yeah, that scene where they're planning the attack, like it's all been leading and building to this moment. There is this through line narrative of this guy. He's like, I need to get my car back.
He needs to get his car back.
That's the story.
Yeah.
He wants to get his car back, and immediately he just starts murdering people to get his car back.
Just no hesitation.
Yeah.
Well, that's the John Wick thing, right?
Yeah.
Just immediately just.
Yeah. He takes this kid under his wing, and by the way, like, he totally manipulates this mentally disabled child to his will.
Oh yeah.
Right from the beginning, he
tells him right at the beginning, he has no care about this kid. He doesn't care if he dies tomorrow. Right? Like
I'm taking you to your brother, so if he's not there, I'm gonna slit your throat.
Yeah.
Calls him a half-wit, and then he starts getting in his ear, and he's like, your brother abandoned you. He left you here. I'm here. You got shot.
Yeah.
And yeah, he totally twists this brother against his own brother, and in the end conflict, like I could see the other brother's point of view. Like, of course he would have left him. He thought he was dead.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't wrong. He didn't do anything bad. Oh yeah, but right before the planning of that moment, it just cuts into this pop song. And by that time I was like on my knees on my lounge floor, like, what the fuck is happening? And then it like does this slow pan around Robert Pattinson's character in the
he's
car,
like singing to the pop song.
but it goes for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's just, it comes out of nowhere. There's all these moments that I just didn't expect.
Yeah, it goes places.
Yeah, and once it goes those places that you don't expect, it continues to go to other places that you don't expect. And it just keeps on happening. You're like, what the fuck?
It's good.
It's really good. And then we get down to the final like Mexican standoff.
Yeah.
And it's so great and so emotionally charged. They've been building these characters towards each other. And now this showdown and the tension is just rising, and then Robert Pattinson's character Ray just gets shot in the throat, just like sudden and brutal and visceral, and he dies. And Guy Pearce's character comes in, and there is this like amazing moment with this old man.
Oh,
Gordon.
That's one of the things we got to talk about. Is like the character, the people, the actor choices. It's the same thing as
like David Lynch,
like
where he
the
picks
new
Twin Peaks
people.
reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all these weirdos. There's this shop early on selling canned foods, and there's this guy who looks like a goblin.
He literally is a goblin from like the Hobbit movie.
Yeah, and there's this old lady. We didn't even talk about her. All those scenes of her was so like creepy and twisted and intense.
Well, it was very interesting. She sort of portrayed herself like my grandmother. You know, like sit in a chair.
She had the nice room and
the way that she spoke and the cadence that she spoke with.
I'm gonna call you my darling.
She was fucking a horrible, evil human.
Yeah, like whoring out her grandson to prostitution and shit. Like this did not pull the punches.
No. But like, yeah, it was very. They got a lot of the Australian characters very fucking spot on.
Yeah, there are a lot of great the guy I love a hell of a lot is the police guy when he gets arrested who he's talking to.
Yeah.
The way he talks is so Australian, and I just love to see that up on the big screen. He's like, of course I know what I said. I told you it. It's like, no, I don't know what the fuck you were talking about, mate.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, mate, I don't.
You don't?
No, mate, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
But yeah, we get this great Mexican standoff, and then it just cuts between this old, interesting man and like Guy Pearce has this
Crying.
like emotional breakdown. His character just slowly sits down on the couch.
Oh, that scene though, like that scene where he like starts to cry. You can see the emotion, like it's
so much
fucking-
going on there, and that's like a minute.
Yeah,
That shot is like a minute.
it's something fucking
Yeah,
else.
there are so many moments in this film where I was like, Robert Pattinson, he just stole the role. Blah, like, Guy Pearce was alright, but then that moment, you're like, holy fuck,
Yeah.
this guy can also act. So he burns the bodies in this weird, like, biblical imagery.
Yeah. Makes a pyre.
Yeah, and then he pulls
I don't know,
over.
do we want to spoil that for people?
If you haven't watched the movie, go and watch it.
You go watch
Go
it
and watch
before
it.
you get it spoiled.
Yeah, don't watch this if you haven't watched the movie.
The last scene
Yeah, it's just like, oh, what the...
makes the movie so fucking
It does.
good.
It really does. Alright.
So,
And now if you have watched the movie, yeah, so this whole time...
how long before John Wick?
This was 2014, I don't know, when was John Wick?
I don't know, but they had to have seen this film before.
I don't know, when did John Wick come out? But how is... But it's also like Logan before Logan and like all this other shit. How?
I don't know.
It's insane.
But yeah, his dog is in the boot of the car. That's the whole film. He's murdered all these fucking people. He's like ruined all these
cold-blooded.
lives.
Like, the nice lady doctor, he like destroys her life,
yeah.
kills the midget. He manipulates Robert Pattinson's retarded character into
Until
like...
his brother has to shoot him.
And shoots his brother. He murders all these people because his dog died. And his dog was in the back of this car.
And the car got stolen. So he had to go get the dog so he could bury the dog. That was the whole movie.
That was the whole movie. I totally got it in that moment. Right? The first time I watched it, I'm like, okay.
Well, it was like
I believe it.
What was that film? With the lost dog? What was that?
Wrong?
Wrong.
It was just called Wrong?
It's like Wrong meets fucking John Wick in Mad Max.
Wake and Fry meets Mad Max meets Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Meets Logan meets No Country for Old Men.
It's a silly film. It's a very silly film.
There are a lot of different elements.
It's so
at
much
play.
effort and energy and like thought has gone into the entire thing. It's amazing.
Yeah, every scene is like beautifully shot. There's so many just like still moments of Robert Pattinson's character just sitting there like twitching and cringing and moving. Or like just atmospheric shots of the 4-wheel drive like driving through like the panoramic view of Australia with weird
How long
music.
does it go for? It only goes for an hour and 40 minutes.
It's only an hour and 40 minutes.
Right, and they've managed to do so much. And yet still it's like there's so many just silent moments that you get to watch.
It takes its time with everything.
It's
Apart from the violence, it's just really quick and abrupt and blah blah blah, then it's over.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I mean, in conclusion, a well-crafted movie. Oh, okay, no, this is what we need to do.
Yeah.
Is this better than Wake and Fry?
Ooh. Is it better? Oh no, okay. So this film is vastly more competent than Wake and Fry.
That's fair. Technologically,
Well, just
cinematographically,
yeah, the
craft of filmmaking
is vastly more refined.
Yeah,
in this,
Wake
in
and
this
Fry, it's like a 70s exploitation, low-budget Australian film, where this is like a 2014's low-budget exploitation Australian film.
This is something fucking else.
But also, I know what you mean. Like,
Yeah.
like cinema.
Yeah.
Alright, is it better than Lighthouse?
I think it's more approachable.
That's interesting because it's very fucking far out and whack.
Yeah, but the Lighthouse is fucking whack. It's like black and white. It's in like a fucked.
The White House immediately is like,
yeah.
Where this like eases you in,
somewhat
then we'll
commercial.
flip and switch and change and have all these odd moments.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, it's like,
Yeah.
a neo-western. Then it's 100 other different things. Alright, is it better than There Will Be Blood?
It's a different film.
It's a different film, yeah. I would say There Will Be Blood is better, but yeah, like as far as The Lighthouse, like they're different things. It's comparable. Yeah. They're both great. Both Robert Pattinson performances.
Well, is this better than? This is definitely better than fucking No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
Which I would say would be the most similar movie I could think of.
That's like a more like standard drama though.
Yeah.
But this is like one Australian, which I love, and two just off the wall, fucking batshit insane.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you for watching. Watch this movie.
Yeah, you should definitely watch it.
It needs to be way bigger than it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not that this channel won't be able to do that. This will get 40 views, maybe. But the point is, this movie deserves way more attention than it's ever gotten.
That's definitely.
Because I never even fucking heard of it.
It's something else.
It's a movie. Good night.
Oh.